Part 1. A New Year's Eve Party. 20 years earlier, in a traditional solid brick house in Montreuil, on the eastern outskirts of Paris, Adam and Anita are perched on a vast, deep sofa covered in green velvet. A pile of clothes lies between them. Coats, jackets, sweaters, scarves, hats, gloves, and as yet each is unaware of the other's presence. It is the last half hour of the old year. It is still the 20th century. They are both 24. They are each haunted by a sense of failure. The feeling that somehow or other they have once more got it wrong. They should have been braver, less sensitive, less themselves. Later on, when people ask them how they met, they will reply in unison, "It was all thanks to a green sofa." But not so fast. Before he ended up on the sofa, Adam had been in the dining room, converted into a dance floor and bar, where the only drink was a highly alcoholic punch. It was his first New Year's Eve in Paris. Until now, he had always gone home for the holidays, returning to his life as woodcutter, cabinet maker, painter, surfer, marathon runner, only son. Every year he would be amazed by the ease, the pleasure, and the relief with which he reverted to being that Adam, a rugged, energetic young man who smelled of timber and salt, and was given to deep breathing and outbursts of hearty laughter. He would also have the feeling he still cannot find words to express, a mixture of enthusiasm and relief welling up once the first pine trees have been spotted beside the Route Nationale. The tops of the trees silhouetted against the dusk sky, the russet color the ferns turn to in winter, the pounding of the waves that he hears before seeing the sea. Every year, it is true, he was bracing himself to experience the feelings that seemed to be common to all of his new friends, that boredom with home life, that distaste for the provinces, that contempt for the countryside. In short, the dreary prospect of being far away from the city and with their parents. But on the threshold of the wooden house his father had built with his own hands, his whole being would be overcome by a soft, warm sensation, in which he felt happy, at ease, safe. Adam liked being at home. He liked his father's company. He went running in the forest with his friend Imran, a marathon runner like himself. He swam and surfed. He painted. Adam liked the simplicity of what it was to be a man down there. Sometimes he felt ashamed as well. Was he making the most of his youth? Wasn't he just being a spoiled child? Shouldn't he be yearning for something more? Travel, action, noise, city lights, passion? For this New Year holiday, Adam had decided to stay in Paris. It was his 5th and last year at the School of Architecture. Here is what he would do. A long stroll through the city, taking in the most brilliantly lit streets, the most imposing bridges, the grandest squares, the most impressive monuments. He would study all the plaques, go into churches, sit on public benches. Then he would walk up the Champs-Élysées and lay a flower on the tomb of the unknown soldier, in memory of his great-grandfather André, who had died at Soissons in 1917. As midnight began to strike somewhere, he would be beneath the Arc de Triomphe, and it would be perfect. But at the last minute, Adam had abandoned the whole plan, because his friend Paul had laughed and said to him, "What? You're going to lay a flower on the tomb of the unknown soldier on New Year's Eve? You must be joking." Behind this, Adam had sensed more, things not said out loud, but conveyed in a raised eyebrow, an ironic smile. "You're just a peasant. Get back to your farm." In a world in which Adam had sufficient self-confidence, here is what he would have explained. André, a poilu, a French soldier killed in fighting at Soissons in 1917, the father of Maurice, a resistance fighter, killed in a bombing raid in Bordeaux in 1944, the father of André, pine tree tapper and woodcutter, born in 1940 in Hossegor in the Basque country, the father of Adam. In a world in which Adam did not feel inferior because he is a provincial, here is what he would have described. Evenings in the wooden house where the talk is of those heroes, André, who died in the mud, and Maurice, killed at Bordeaux.